You like hip hop, the genre?
Yeah.
Okay.
I vibe.
Who's your favorite artist off the tongue right now in 5 seconds?
Ariana Grande.
Damn, hip hop? Oh my God. It's over.
Thank you for joining me today at Roundhouse.
How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good, good.
How's your day been?
Day been lit already. We had an interview with some prominent people today.
Look at you, Mr. Important.
Oh God, yeah. The producers of my album, C6, shout out C6, and Bria Specific. Now we here. And we got some tequila in front of us.
Cheers.
Cheers.
So tell me about your musical journey.
Man, it's a journey for real. You ready?
Yeah.
So I say like, I started rapping for real at 19, doing it at 19 professionally. But I've been rapping since I was 15. I went to school, I first started at DuSable, got transferred over to Daniel Hill. I said Daniel Hill, that's the school I actually went to inside DuSable. There's 4 schools inside DuSable. I went from Daniel Hill to Urban Prep. My mom didn't like me going there because I was failing. I was failing.
Why were you failing?
I was distracted.
By what?
By women and other things of that nature that I was going through adolescence with. I was 14, 15, I had to get up out of it. I had a 1.1 GPA. She's like, you gotta go. Made me go to Urban Prep. I graduated with a 3.75.
Look at you.
She put me around all men.
That's
so
a come up.
I locked in.
Yeah.
But I rapped up, I went to school, Taylor Bennett, Chance the Rapper little brother. And we always used to go downtown, freestyle and stuff, rap downtown during high school, creative writing class and shit. Went from that, went to school to play baseball, injured myself, but I was rapping the whole time.
How'd you injure yourself?
I fell down a hill, like I buckled my leg and I did something to my MCL. I sprained it real bad and I couldn't practice for a long time. But after that, I started doing open mics out there. It was 5 open mics I won out there for the Black Student Association.
Did that injury set you back? No,
it just made what I was supposed to do more revealing to me. The PW, it was a predominantly white institution, so with a black player, it was like, you injured, ain't got time for it. It made me tap into my music, which was more powerful.
So you talk about being in a predominantly white school.
Yeah. What
was that transition like?
So for me, my mama struggled her ass off to get us into school when we was in grade school. Didn't want us to go to Caldwell. That was the neighborhood school that I would have went to.
Why didn't she want you to go there?
It was a fucked up school. These schools that's in our communities, that's really in our inner city communities, don't have the funding to really provide a real education. My mama wanted us to have as much as we could, potentially. So she struggled to keep us through William H. Ray School up in Hyde Park. So I've been around people my whole life, like different races, white, black, Asian, my whole life. Then she wanted us to expand. So when I got to college, I picked the wrong major.
What was your major?
Exercise science. That's what my advisor told me though, because I told her I wanted to open up an athletic training facility. So me and my man, I'm like, I should do athletic training, which I should have did. She was like, she was an old white lady, but she really wasn't paying attention to me. A new counselor came in and was like, why does she have you doing exercise science? I'm like, I don't know. Like, why am I in this field? I wasn't supposed to be doing that. I was supposed to be doing athletic training. What I would do differently if I went back to school, I would utilize campus time to network the business that I'm trying to make. But some people don't know the business they're trying to make. They're trying to discover themselves in college. But some people start early.
Why do you think that certain people don't have the head start of finding themselves before college?
Oh, come on. It's a video of this white guy. He have everybody line up at the line, and he says things that people that they had the opportunity to have as a kid, step further and further. He showed was the minorities, the black, Mexicans and stuff, they were still at the line because they didn't have these opportunities. One of the things he was like, if you had a mother and a father in the house, take 2 steps forward. People were taking 2 steps forward. You see the minorities still standing on the line. But this is the example of we don't be having a lot to start with.
Do you relate to that video?
Hell yeah, I do. I'd say when you got family, they just know how to survive. We don't know how to advance. You keep everybody, the whole family in a cycle. Like unemployment, being laid off and all that was affected me, my brothers, my sisters. It was one Christmas that they really told us y'all, we cannot do no gifts this year. We damn near can't even keep the lights on.
You talk about this video, people starting off, everyone's starting the same at that line, and this is the finish line.
Yeah.
What could have helped you get to the finish line?
Consistent mentorship. In our schools, in the CPS, they just pile on a bunch of students on these teachers. And they have like one counselor for like 90 students.
Talking about the school system, do you think the school system failed you?
Man, 100,000%. Definitely failing everyone right now because it ain't teaching nobody financial tools to sustain yourself. They just teach people how to, you know, dive into the system. And y'all keep being deprived of, you know, things to help y'all.
Right. So we talked about CPS failing its students. On a greater scale, do you think Chicago has failed its youth?
Man, hell yeah. Shout out to Thule Park, man, because they got the kids, the inner city baseball back running. That was gone for a little minute because it wasn't enough participants in the community to help the kids because the Chicago Park District was paying the people that would coach the children like crumb. Even the fact that when you look at how Chicago is budgeted, we seen $2 billion go to policemen and $300,000 go to youth. This is crazy.
So what needs to change?
How people disperse the money amongst the different sectors and different places in Chicago. Like, if our park districts ain't got no money to fund programs, how the fuck we gonna develop our youth? That's where it started. It started with building each community at a time with the park districts.
It's strictly a money issue?
I know it's a money issue.
That's it?
Because when you go to, when you play, when you go play these AUU teams on the road and these suburban schools and these suburban AUU teams, they shit sold up. Beautiful uniforms and all. We wearing t-shirts with 2 buttons right here. The community at the time was working with what they had. The presence of the community was more strong than anything.
How do you feel like you fit into your community?
You know, I'm from the 8th Ward. My community, I fit in perfectly over there. The community used to put on events, little basketball tournaments, how the shorties come out there.
Yeah.
These shits don't exist and they're very rare. I'm in the works of putting programs over there in my park district, 87th to Jeffrey. I'm working on putting a little free breakfast program now.
Do you feel a sense of responsibility to give back to your community?
Yep.
Why?
Say it took me like 30 years to discover who I am. It's up to me to help that 15-year-old shorten that amount of time. You know what I'm saying? So he could discover himself at 21. First question you said, like, what would have made that easier is that male role model. It's not a lot of those in our community. It's not a lot of black men in the schools that we teaching right now.
So you talked about discovering yourself.
Yeah.
What was that pivotal moment? Where did it all turn for you?
I had a scare one time. When I was coming up, you know, I used to be heavily involved with drugs. I was doing it to suppress some type of pain that I was feeling from a heartbreak. I damn near lost my life when I took one and it was mixed with fentanyl. And I got rushed to the hospital because of it. It made me realize, like, damn, what am I really using my influence for? It was actually around the time where, you know, Jaleel stopped managing me because I was fucking up with myself. So he kind of stepped back.
How were you fucking up with yourself?
I just wasn't focused on my music. I would say this, if you in a toxic relationship, leave that motherfucker. I'll just say that. I was confiding into that instead of confiding into God. You know, I was trying to search for the answers to fix the relationship instead of searching for the answers to fix myself.
So I'm gonna ask you about a phrase.
Yeah.
And you tell me what it means to you. God is gangsta.
God is gangster. Hey man, let me tell you. Man, my God is a gangster, meaning that, man, my God is a gangster, man. He gonna do things that this earth can't do. He gonna push barriers that humans can't do.
What are you eating?
Man, so you know I got that nice fried chicken sandwich. It look like it got purple lettuce on there. You know what I'm saying? Coleslaw. We got coleslaw with the carrots. You know what I'm saying? That pickles at the bottom. It look amazing right now. It look like a commercial. Then you got these nice seasoned fries. I don't know what they season with, but they season to perfection.
If a girl takes your fries,
You don't taking my fries.
you get mad?
Yeah, I get mad.
Why?
Say if we go out and I ask you, do you want some fries?
Yeah.
And I ask you, do you want anything? You like, nah, I'm good. Get my fries. We rolling. I'm eating my fries, and you try to go and get my fries, and I just asked you, did you want something? Cause I want this to myself. I'm a dude. I want to eat. I want to eat every crumb of my shit.
If I didn't want anything beforehand, and then I see your fries, then I want some.
But that's bogus.
Why?
No, that's what what happens.
My mind.
That's what happens all the time, though.
But no, it doesn't.
Yeah, dude.
No,
you should get your own fries.
But I don't want fries.
But you want my fries?
Yeah.
This the logic. This the logic right here. This they logic. This why. You know what I'm saying? I don't do the. Look, I always ask. You want something? You don't want nothing? You gonna see what that means. A no means a no. No means no.
So I am eating cheeseburger egg rolls with a Big Mac sauce.
With a Big Mac sauce. The Big Mac sauce.
You ready?
I'm ready.
All right, let's go.
Ready. Oh, we gotta say grace somehow.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? God's good, God's great. Thank us for our food. God's that we pray, I say. It's a little quick prayer. Now we dive in.
Yeah. This is fire. So, do you like this place?
Yeah, I fuck with this place. I fuck with it hard.
Is it some place you take a girl to on a date?
Yeah, I'm trying to get it out. I'm trying to like eat my food because it's good.
Yeah, I'm trying to ask you a question.
But talk to you at the same time. But it's like I want to eat my food because it's hot right now.
I think you're avoiding the question.
Dating for me right now is something, you know, it's something. But I say this, I'm more locked in on my purpose than I am dating.
Has that changed?
What?
Your purpose in dating versus what you're doing?
So I used to be a guy that prioritized dating over purpose.
Got it.
So I was giving less to myself than I needed to be.
Let's talk about collaborations. Who have you worked with? Who are you in line to work with? Who do you aspire to work with? Who have you dreamed of working with?
I got a bunch of collaborations coming out this year. Shout out Jude Jilla. I got one with him, Joel Q. Got one with Mother Nature. Got one with The Man. I got one with I can keep going. I got like 12 features that's about to come out. Static Selector, Seasick, Scram Jones, Renzel Wave, just to name a few. But collabing with them was collabing with Seasick was the most prominent one because he's the one that really gave me the foundation to my sound, and so did Renzel. They gave me a foundation to my sound.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about future collaborations?
Man, I want to work with. I'm trying to set up something right now, but I want to work with Benny the Butcher. I want to work with Ari Lennox. I want to work with Miss Jill Scott. So bad.
Why?
I love Jill Scott.
Yeah.
What? I love her so bad.
Like, why not?
Why not? She fine too. Kendrick Lamar and Cole, of course.
Really?
Yeah. And Hove would be a blessing. Do you listen to hip hop? Are you a hip hop fan at all?
Yeah. Light shit though. I don't like
What's light shit?
immerse myself in it as much as I'd like to.
What's considered light shit? What is that?
No.
Do you like hip hop, the genre?
Yeah.
Okay.
I vibe.
Who's your favorite artist off the tongue right now in 5 seconds?
Ariana Grande.
Damn, hip hop? Oh my God. It's over. Oh my God.
I'm kidding. No, for me, it's like music is nostalgic. When I was in high school, Kanye's graduation album came out, and so I'm like, oh, I vibe with it because of the memories that it brings when I was like experiencing that shit, you know?
So Kanye West Graduation, let's break that down. That's one of my favorite albums of all time.
Yeah.
It's actually the first song I ever wrote a song to was Kanye West's I Wonder instrumental. Fun fact.
Yeah.
Fun fact.
I feel guilty listening to him though.
Oh,
I feel like there's a stigma when you do listen to artists that are controversial.
What's controversial though?
Just everything he's been about lately.
You gotta understand what you know Malcolm X.
Yeah.
So what he was talking about back in the day that still applies to today is white news media, which what they do, they take clips, they take parts that will perpetrate and promote something, not the actual message, right? Since we have that understanding, we as the people cannot be lazy in this day and age. If the moment that you look at a clip and you just believe that shit and you don't go do your own dialectical materialism, then you
part of the problem.
You're part of the problem.
How do you feel about cancel culture?
That shit whack. And that's why I'm a person.
Why?
Why? You said why?
Yeah.
Because you can't be a human no more. People take what you say, assess them, break them down. We in a day and age though, people can't be scared to speak out, man.
You don't give people a chance to redeem themselves. You're not giving people a chance to learn.
Exactly. And you know what the biggest epitome of that is? The prison system. Because niggas go to jail all the time. They come back and niggas go to jail all the time. And this is not what we need healing at. It's not what we need none of that. If we had a motherfucking society that understood that healing is the most important thing, everybody need a second chance. Imagine if Detroit Red, AKA Malcolm X, didn't get his second chance when he came out of prison.
What needs to change as far as our prison system?
Man, what?
We got time. Let's go.
We got time. The prison system is corrupted from the hooter to the tutor. And some of the people that own these music labels have ownership in the prisons. This is a real thing. This is not a joke. If you think locking niggas up in cages is gonna help them heal, then you fucking crazy. G Herbo just got 5 years for wire fraud and shit. Donald Trump has wired how many millions, billions of dollars of fraud? Where he at, y'all?
That's fake news. Are you sure that's not fake news?
No, it's real news. G Herbo about to go to prison. But why is Donald Trump not going to, he stole way more money than him off fraud and tax evasion. Why ain't Donald Trump going to prison? Guess who owned ownership of the label Herb and guess who owned that?
Who?
I ain't gonna say nothing, but he owns a prison too. Like I understand, everybody be telling me be safe with my interviews, like don't do too much. Yeah, we gonna spoon feed the people, but it gotta be somebody that's speaking up for real.
Do you feel pressure to be?
No, I made a covenant with God a long time ago that I would be this. And now I am this in this form.
How are you fulfilling that?
By doing everything I do. I serve the people. I'm with Healthy Hood. When I went there and I said I wanted to serve, I went there and I said I wanted to serve. Now my presence is there, along with the music that I'm doing, which is supposed to almost be like an ambassador to bring more opportunities back to Healthy Hood so we could expand this shit across the city. That's the goal.
I respect that.
We know people need to be saved right now. When you actually go to the community, and don't judge the community like a lot of the media do. You see the problems that's there. When you go walking Longwood and you see all of these teachers packed with all these students. When you go to urban prep, you see all these teachers packed with these students. You see these schools that's not privileged to have these funding. You see all of this going on. Like, what we gonna do? It's our generation time.
How does that make you feel?
It made me want to revolutionize some shit. I've been surrounding myself with people that think like me.
Who are you making music for, and why do you make music?
First and foremost, I started making music for myself because it was like a diary at first. If you're an artist, if you're a writer, anything of that nature, get the book, Julia Cameron, The Artist's Way, and do the practices that she got in there. I started writing to express myself, but I started really seeing the impact that music had when I started studying myself. I started studying myself to see what I was influenced by, and that was a Chief Keef, it was a lot of shit. Like even back then, I wanted to be Chris Brown. I always wanted to be doing music in some sort of fashion. I wanted to be a singer, but as I started getting like more education about what's going on out here, where the lack of is, like I got attached to Tupac, I got attached to Bob Marley, I got attached to J. Cole, I got attached to Kanye. But why did I get attached to them? Because they have a point of view that is respected, because they have a platform, they make great music. So now you make great music, people are gonna listen to you. So I understood the power of that platform at an early age. And I'm like, man, if I could get in front of the masses of my people and say something to revolutionize their ass, something might happen. So this always been a thing of mine since I was a kid. I used to think like that, but I just don't know how it was gonna manifest, you know?
How to execute.
Yeah, execute, but like, you know, we ain't God, so we don't know. Your shit could go take a left turn, go back 10 steps, and then you go back, and then you go forward 100. You don't know where it's gonna go. You just like, you know you got this thing, this burning shit in your stomach, in your soul, what you gonna do. That's what I knew about myself. And I'm like, man, I gotta figure out how to do this in a way that my community accept it, because like I said, I'm like a fucking black sheep in Chicago. Like, motherfuckers be hearing me rap, call me J. Cole of Chicago. But it's hard for this music to get spread out here because they wanna monetize the bullshit. They want to put the bullshit out in front of you, make you see that with these interviews, perpetrating beef, enhancing the beefs of young girls and hoods that's really killing each other. That's what the fuck they want to promote. They want to promote a nigga that's talking about some healing. You know what I'm saying? So just with that, I see how powerful it is for me to develop this platform, because my people, not only do my people need it, shit, I need it. Other people need it. Man, it's bigger than me. I'm just a vessel, you know what I'm saying? God is flowing through me, I'm just a vessel, purely. And he gave me some weed too.
Yeah. I fuck with that.
Fuck with that.